All right, guys, so we are gonna go over our first at-home workout. First one we're gonna do is Tabata. Okay, so Tabata is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Each exercise is gonna be 4 minutes. You'll complete all your intervals before you move on to the next exercise. In between each interval, you're gonna have a 1-minute rest. First exercise is gonna be air squats. 4 minutes of air squats, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. The goal is to try to get as many reps as you can, moving consistently, and if you're moving well, then adding in that intensity, so adding into the pace of those squats. Same thing will go for each exercise. Next exercise is gonna be sit-ups, rest a minute, push-ups, rest a minute, hollow hold, rest a minute, dips, done with your workout, okay? So to get ready for that workout, we have a warm-up here for you. So we're gonna start off with some stretching, starting off with a Spider-Man stretch. You're gonna do 6 reps on each leg, alternating back and forth. Each time you alternate a leg, you're gonna hold that side for about 10 to 15 seconds, switch to the next side, and go back and forth there. We're gonna go into our scorpion stretch. Same thing for that. Inchworms, you're gonna do 6 inchworms. At the top of each inchworm, you're gonna press yourself into a down dog position, and you're gonna hold for about 10 to 15 seconds. After you're done with that, we're gonna get warmed up with the exercises we're gonna be doing for the workout. So you'll do a minute Tabata of each exercise. The goal there is just to use a tempo, move nice and controlled. The goal is to get warmed up. It's not part of the workout. So the intensity will be a little bit lower, which is really focusing on mechanics, making sure we're getting into proper positions. Okay? After we go through the warm-up, we're gonna go into the workout here. So for the exercises, we have our air squats. Okay, so just wanna make sure, get our normal stance, okay? Heels right underneath the shoulders, toes slightly turned out. Depending on your levers, might be a little bit different, but that's what it is for me, trying to keep the chest nice and tall. You're gonna go down into your squat and stand, and the goal is to get as many reps as you can in that 20-second period, and then repeat that for 7 more intervals. After our squats, we're gonna go into sit-ups. So we'll have our feet planted down, we'll touch the ground behind us, come up and touch the heels at the top. Goal is to try to keep the feet down on the ground as you're going through those. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, don't incorporate your arms at all. Keep them at the shoulder and come up from there, okay? After our sit-ups, we're gonna move into our push-ups. So a couple different variations for the push-ups. We can go regular push-up, toes down, hands right underneath the shoulders, down to the bottom, touch the chest down, press up, keep everything locked out. We can also go down to the knees for a modified push-up. Same range of motion. If you can't quite get that range of motion, you can put something underneath you, try to get down as far as you can, and drive back up. The goal is just to stay consistent with the range of motion that you're moving through on that. Another variation would be to use a couch or something where you're elevated, so your range of motion is a little bit coming from a higher position, less weight coming down. You can use a couch or a chair or something like that. All right, after our push-ups, we're going into a hollow hold. So a couple different variations of that. Full expression of the hollow hold will be lower back pressed into the ground, toes pointed, arms behind the ears or next to the ears, and hold. That is the full hollow hold. If that is too much for you, you can do a couple different variations. You could go one knee in, one arm up. You can rotate back and forth. You could go into a dead bug position, arms up. So just find the variation that's most challenging for you. And obviously for the first minute, you might be in the full expression, and then as the time goes on, you can switch between the different exercises or different variations of that exercise. All right, and finally, we have our dips. We brought a chair out just to kind of show one variation that you can do. You can also use a couch or any other flat surface that you have at home. The goal is to make sure that you're keeping your hands kind of right behind the shoulders, right underneath them. As you come down, elbows are gonna shoot back and you're gonna drive up. Okay, keeping the knees bent and the feet down is a little bit easier variation. If you want to challenge yourself a little more, you could go down to the heels and just making sure that butt is dropping straight down and up. All right, so those are the exercises we're gonna be doing for the workout. A couple different variations of each one. okay? And then we are gonna finish with a cool down. So as soon as you're done with that, you're gonna move over to your cool down. The goal of our 2-minute walk here is to get your heart rate down a little bit before you go into some stretching. So just get the heart rate down, because hopefully, if we worked hard enough here, we got it going pretty good. So you're going a little 2-minute walk there. We're gonna move into a pigeon stretch. Okay, so you're gonna go each side. You'll spend about 45 seconds to a minute on each side there. Okay, the goal here is to try to get this shin parallel to that back leg, if you can. And then come down onto the elbows just to get a stretch in through the hip, extending the back leg behind you, and then switching sides. And then we're gonna go into a tricep stretch, so just bringing the arm over your head, pulling through, trying to reach with your palm down your back, and then you're gonna pull the arm across the body, stretch there, and you'll repeat on the other side. Each of those exercises will be about 45 seconds to a minute on each side. All right, if you have any questions, any comments, concerns about the workout, please let us know. We can also help you scale or modify anything that you need. Let us know and we'll help you out. Thank you.